It's tier list time.
Yes.
Today, guys, we are going to be ranking every single FNAF character in the franchise, excluding the ruined characters, because they literally came out a few days ago, and I doubt anyone has a full tier list with them included as well. So, yeah, we're going to get to it. We're going to look through all these beautiful characters, and we're going to have a civil debate about which characters are the best and which ones aren't good at all. I'm not the voice recognised from this channel. Luxon died, unfortunately, so we're taking over. Yeah, rest in peace.
Rest in peace, man.
Yeah, rest in peace.
It was a good run.
Yeah, it was a good run. It's unfortunate that he had to, you know, run into a traffic cone.
Yo, it's CCZ here, guys. Keep in mind, we are going to be taking a numerous amount of factors into play, such as lore influence, kind of nostalgia as well, what we actually think about these characters, and when we add up all these different influences, we will tell you guys what tier they are.
Let's start off, okay? I think we've gone long enough without actually ranking. Oh, there's so many. I calculated the other day, right?
There's a lot.
I think this goes down 7 and along 13. And there's like, I think that equates to like 90 odd characters.
Yeah, that's quite a few.
It's mental. Okay, alright, let's start from the very beginning. I mean, we got Freddy Fazbear. Okay, I don't know about you, right? But I think Freddy Fazbear, the original Freddy Fazbear.
If he's not S tier, then just like don't even make a FNAF tier list.
Exactly. It's like you're delusional. The original Freddy Fazbear is not S tier. I mean, what is there to say? He is an icon. Like literally, this design of Freddy is so
his name
iconic.
is in every single game.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Even in FNAF, yeah, every game.
Yeah, literally. This guy he is just the face of everything. Like this is the face of Five Nights at Freddys.
Most iconic character, I'd say.
He is most definitely. I mean, everything. Like even, I remember this is really random, but I remember even like the lore stuff. I remember watching theory videos when the first game came out, and he has like a handprint on his face and that kind of stuff. If you like brighten the image and stuff, but yeah. It's just stuff that I think of immediately. I mean, iconic, truly iconic. Has to be S tier. There's no doubt about that. Alright, so now we move on to Bonnie. And, you know, I think Bonnie's the... I mean, to be fair, all of the original designs are pretty good, you know what I mean? Like, they are pretty solid.
I swear Bonnie was like the first one Scott Cawthon made, and he used to have nightmares as well of Bonnie when he was making him.
I do remember him saying that, actually. Yeah, him saying that.
Well, once again, he's like really influential character, and in the trailer, I think he was like one of the only ones in there. Apart from Freddy.
Yeah. I remember there was the scene where he takes his head off, and it's just the end that's going to underneath. I remember that. So what are we thinking? Oh, okay. I don't know what the hell's going on. What are we thinking for Bonnie?
I don't know. I mean, I think him and Freddy are probably the most influential of the first game, I'd say.
Yeah.
Probably the most recognized.
Yeah.
So I might put him in S tier, like just so.
You know, I can.
He's with his mate, you know.
I can do that. They both definitely are such good designs. I mean, they are great. They are great. We got Chica here next. With wait, dude, is Carl the Cupcake here separately? Okay, well, Carl the Cupcake is going with her then. He doesn't have his own separate thing, unfortunately.
Boy.
So my guy Carl and the chicken. What are
I'd
the things?
Say A for the rest of FNAF 1, like Chica and Foxy.
Yeah.
Because they are still like obviously, you know, loads of memes, very influential.
Yeah.
I just don't think they hit the same as Bonnie and Freddy do, even though they are of the same cast of characters.
Yeah. No, I can definitely do that. Now we have Golden Freddy. I mean, we don't really get to see his design in this one properly because he's literally just his jump scare.
Terrible image.
Game. Yeah, that is a shocking image. I mean, but I think that Golden Freddy is iconic. I mean, he is like, obviously he became like a big thing in the first place. Wasn't it because Markiplier was playing it, and he's
a massive part of the lore as well.
Definitely. I mean, there's the whole thing, and then everyone was like, "Who the hell is this guy?" I mean. And this was obviously the first game as well, so like the story hadn't really been expanded all that much at this point. Like it was all pretty.
Just a very, very mysterious character, especially in the first few games when we literally know like nothing about him.
Exactly, yeah, and he just appears like in your office in the first game, and you have no idea. Like the first time you see him, you probably have no idea. Like you died probably the first time you ever encountered him because you didn't know that you had to put the camera up. So. I think just for being iconic alone, like being so iconic, I reckon he's probably. I mean, this image is horrendous, but just for like the story, like the mystery, like he was the first ever secret character in a FNAF game. Like So I think for me personally, I think he's probably got to go in S. I mean, I think
Yeah, I agree.
the first ever Golden
He's
Freddy.
still talked about today in pretty much every single, like, even new videos coming about or whatever. He's just too influential not to include, I think.
Exactly, exactly. Okay, now we move on to FNAF 2, where we get to quite a bit, a lot of a bigger roster. I mean, literally,
Yeah,
FNAF 2 goes from here to here, which is outrageous.
expanded a lot, man.
All right, so we have Toy Freddy, and I'm not sure about you. I
I
think
don't know
that
about you. I wasn't that big. I know some people are really big fans of the toy animatronics, but personally, I prefer the originals like way more.
oh yeah, no,
The toy
definitely.
ones.
That's what I was about to say. I'm not really all the biggest fans of them, to be honest. I
Yeah.
mean, like, I guess they like, I don't know. I mean, some of them look cool. I think Toy Chica is, well, obviously we
Yeah,
get to
well,
it
when he
later.
takes the beak off, yeah.
Yeah, the
Well,
one.
out of all of them, I think from excluding Withered and like the Shadow animatronics and FNAF 2, I'd say Mangle and Marion are the only two ones that ever like kind of frighten me, you know.
Yeah, no, I get that. But well, we're getting a bit ahead of ourselves here. All right,
Yeah.
okay. So in terms of Toy Freddy, I don't know. I think his design, bro is thick. He is huge. Like
And he just
my man was eating one too many pizzas apparently. Like my man is big. Um, I don't know. I'm not really. I mean, he doesn't come in.
I'd put my boy at C, I'd say.
See, yeah, no, I can definitely work with that. I mean, he is
And
nowhere close to the original
his
Freddy Fazbear.
mechanic's pretty dead as well. He just kind of stands there and you just put your mask on every once in a while.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he has literally the same mechanic as the Wizards, except it's easier because you can literally see when he's about to enter your office. Like, now we have Toy Bonnie, and no, I think I don't know. It just looks a bit. I don't know how to explain it. You know what I mean? Like, let's just say. Well, I'll put him back down here for a second. But actually, look, you see this? Look, put him next to the original Bonnie, right? Like that, he has like that uncanny feel. You know what I mean? He just seems like too plastic. Like
It's almost like some, I don't know, like some anime character or something. They just...
yeah, literally. It's like I don't know. I think. Do you know what? I think I might. I don't know. I might even like looking like once I proceed to look at him. I might even like him less than the Toy Freddy design. I don't know what it is. I'm just not.
At least the Toy Freddy, he seems, you know, even more uncanny than Toy Bunny in a way.
Yeah. Even though
It's the eyes, man. I'm telling you, it's the eyes. Why the eye? They made the eyes. They tried to make it like cute or something compared to everyone else.
yeah, I know. And
Like they got massive eyes.
yeah, I don't know. Me personally, right? I'm thinking about putting him in D. Like I'm really like. You know, I don't. It's not far enough to be an F. I think that's too far. You know what I mean? He's not that
So
bad,
true.
but especially like I'm thinking that I think D might be best because I honestly think that Toy Freddy is better as a design. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I definitely think he's probably like one of the weakest or the weaker cast in FNAF 2. So yeah,
Definitely.
that's taking him down.
Okay. All right. Cool. So we're fine with D then.
Yeah,
Okay. Now Toy Chica. Okay. Like I think. You
I'd
know.
say C or B. I'd say. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah. No. Definitely. I think to be fair, I think out of the toys, I think she looks like. I think it is a pretty clean design, like overall. I can't lie. Like compared to the others, I don't know how to explain it, but it just looks nicer. You know what I mean? Like, the,
I like the fact that also she's like takes her beak off when she's
yeah,
pursuing you.
definitely. After
That's
the
a nice
beak
touch
off,
as well.
the beak off, definitely, and obviously there's the whole like story relevance behind the beak
Mm.
and stuff like that, which I don't know. I don't know anything about that. I'm not exactly the theory man.
Yeah,
So,
I don't know.
but there's obviously story relevance behind that, and also, yeah, definitely. I think
She's
her,
like, she's probably like the hottest character as well, and like all FNAF, but that's an extra points.
yeah, you got to include that. Have you seen that? This is really rad. Have you seen the clip of that guy?
Oh yeah,
He's
I would I would that
yeah.
robot.
That is
she
amazing.
bad as hell.
Yeah, she bet. Yeah, but just for like, especially like after the beat comes off, I reckon it's got to be above Toy Freddy. I think she is the best toy design. I mean,
Man, gotta give credit where credit's due.
yeah. So, some people have different reasons to why,
Yeah.
to why that is the numbers. But okay, all right. Okay, now we're on to Mangle. This is quite an interesting design because obviously, you know, Mangle is obviously
Yeah, Mango used to terrify me as well the first time I played FNAF 2.
yeah,
I
and
just
there's
kinda like the whole radio setting, man. I
Yeah.
hated it. And the fact she like swings down at you for a jump scare, man.
Yeah, no,
I
and
didn't know
I think it is really like creepy how she doesn't immediately kill you. She kind of hangs around for a bit. You know what I mean? And then, well, I mean, quite literally, if you remember the FNAF World thing where they were saying about FNAF World, you know, Scott posted that teaser and like Mangle would like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's quite literally, yeah, no, and I think it's such a because it's so weird. Like it's such a weird design because obviously you know on the calls you're told that she literally gets taken apart and like put back together in like weird places by the kids because it's obviously originally Funtime Foxy. So I think the way that I think she's a really good design. I mean, especially for FNAF 2.
100%.
And I'm thinking A tier. I reckon she belongs in A. But what do you think?
Yeah, I'd say definitely up there.
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely part of the best FNAF 2 characters in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. I completely agree with you there. Okay, now into Balloon. I hate you, Balloon
Actually,
Boy.
yeah,
Balloon
just
Boy. Okay,
whipping straight into them,
F
man.
tier. Okay, he
No,
belongs
no,
nowhere else but F tier. I mean, like,
no one in the FNAF community likes this guy. Actually, no one. That's one common enemy of like every FNAF fan.
yeah, yeah, literally. I swear, like this guy, he's like the bane of my existence. I hate this guy. I mean, it's just like what is there to like about him? There's nothing. There is literally nothing.
He's literally made to annoy you. That's his only mechanic, is just to annoy you.
Exactly. This isn't even necessarily about his design. This is personal between me and him. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not even you know, the others. You know what I mean? Take into like some story count. You know what I mean? You know their design, what they look. This is just personal. I just don't like you. You're going in F tier. I mean, there's nothing more to say really, is there?
Only place it can be.
Exactly. Okay, now we're on to JJ. This one's interesting because this is the second ever secret character in.
Or is that JJ or Didi? Are they the same thing?
No, this is JJ. This is JJ because DD is I think DD is
Ultimate
slightly
Custom Night one.
Ultimate Custom Night and also in is he in FNAF World or is that JJ? I can't remember. You know the fish.
I know JJ because Ultimate Custom Night wouldn't have come out, but I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. This is JJ though. This is JJ. I think this is interesting.
I don't know anything about them. I can't lie. I thought that was Didi, so.
No, the only thing that that you actually know about this character, I mean, you don't even get to see her full design. Like what you see here is actually what you see in game. So it's kind of difficult to rank this one. But it's basically what is supposed to happen is she like appears. You know, like you've got your desk in FNAF 2, like with the fan and stuff. Like there's a really rare chance that she can just appear under your desk. She doesn't do anything, but she just appears there, and that's what you see here in this image.
God, what a boring secret character, am I right?
No, but I think it's interesting because I don't really know. To be fair, along with Balloon Boy, I have no idea what their story relevance actually is. Like, I don't actually know where they fit into the story, to be honest.
I have no clue.
But it's kind of hard to rank her because you know nothing about her, and she's only like a very rare Easter egg. So,
I say D just because I feel bad putting her in the same tier as Balloon Boy. That's kind
oh yeah, no, I really like. I think there's very few characters that deserve to be in the same tier as Balloon Boy. I mean, like that is shocking. All right, yeah. So I think D tier can definitely work. I mean, it's like I said, it's hard to rank because of I mean, the very little we know about her. But moving onwards, probably one of the most quite literally one of, if not the most important character in the entire FNAF franchise, the puppet. I mean, like
it's so iconic. The whole like winding up the music box. I swear that's literally been used in like that same mechanic almost every FNAF game, like fan games.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
It's mad.
It's been raised. And if it wasn't for the puppet, FNAF wouldn't actually like as the story as a whole wouldn't even exist because obviously the puppet was the one that
massive lore elements.
The puppet was Charlotte. I'm lacking in my FNAF lore. I can't lie, but I'm pretty sure the puppet is Charlotte, wasn't it?
She was like the mother, wasn't?
Yeah, I thought it was like that like William's daughter? Oh no, that was I can't.
That was Chica, I think.
Is it? Oh, I don't know exactly, but I'm pretty sure the person like.
I just know from the Living Tombstone song that the Marionette is supposed to be like kind of the mother, I think.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, she's the one that brought life to all the other animatronics, and basically was the reason that the suits were possessed because she brought life to them. And literally, so without this, we wouldn't even have FNAF as a whole. So the Marionette
made a lot of YouTubers popular back in the day because that jump scare caught so many people off guard. I didn't know the mechanic.
And then that image of the puppet like sticking its head out of the box is also pretty iconic as well. Like you know when you don't wind up the music box, like just before you die, if you check that camera, the prize corner cam, you can see the puppet like out the box, And I remember people talking about it because it's got like the strings above it and stuff like that. I remember that being talked about ages ago. It's like whether the puppet was actually being controlled by something else. And plus, that design is just iconic. I mean, that face, you could recognize
Oh
that
yeah, definitely.
immediately. Like, yeah, immediate S tier. There's no doubt about it. There's nowhere else. Alright, okay, now we get onto the Withers. We're now at Withered Freddy. Now, I think Withered Freddy, I mean, he's pretty bulky to be fair, but he's not in the sense of Toy Freddy where he just looks chunky. Like he's
Yeah, he's got that
bulky.
little
Like
dirty. Also, I'm pretty sure he's the cover image for FNAF 2 as well.
I'm pretty sure he is. Yeah, yeah, he is. I think it is overall a pretty good design. He's obviously, I mean, it doesn't show it here, but he's got like the white eyes as well when he's in your office. And, you know, he's leaning over at you. I think it is a pretty good design. I can't lie. I think it is pretty solid. So at the moment, I'm kind of split between B and A. What are your thoughts?
I'd say B, just because personally, I think the other weirded animatronics look better than him.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I can completely agree with that. I can completely agree. Alright, now Withered Bonnie. I think this is
I think it's a really nice design.
Yeah, I think this one is also pretty iconic. I mean, you know this face when you see it. I mean, it's got complete, like, the ripped off face with the two blinking red eyes. I mean, like, that is like an amazing design there. I mean,
like the first time I saw my boy like slumped over in the parts and services, I was terrified. I was like, no way, I'm gonna have to go up against this guy.
Yeah, no.
Very iconic.
It's great. And then he's obviously got like the metal hand as well. That is pretty iconic. And yeah, just stuff like that as a whole, I think it's just pretty sick. I mean, yeah. So I think for me, I think he's got to be an A tier. I reckon.
Definitely.
He's got like he is such a good design, but I don't think it's good enough just about to get an S. You know what I mean? Like I think A. Like a high A is definitely where this guy belongs. Now we got Withered Chica. I mean, with that huge ass
Once
jaw.
again, and the whole T-bone pose.
Yeah,
terrifying.
both hands missing, and it's just that. I mean, just like the two sets of like jaws, you can see the endoskeleton mouth, and then also like the beak. It's like the disproportionate jaw. Like I think that is terrifying, and the eyes as well. Like look at that. I mean, like
they are really weird.
That is such a good design. I reckon that, for me personally, that's probably got to be another A tier. I mean, surely. I mean, that's...
The same. I think it's really well known as well. I'm pretty sure, like, the camera, when you see her in events, that's terrifying.
Oh, yeah, no, it is. I'm not exactly sure how she's crawling through there with no hands, but, when
I guess she's using it.
Yeah,
sliding down.
Yeah, just sliding down. Yeah, no, definitely. A tier is definitely where that is going to be, it belongs. Now we got Withered Foxy. I think this is another really good design. I mean, to be fair, it's not too far off the original Foxy. Like, it's, I mean, obviously, you know, it's more damaged, but Foxy was already pretty damaged in the first game.
I don't remember, do you ever see, like, the full... Because I know, obviously, he's, like, standing in the corridor, but unless you flash him, I don't know if you fully see him.
I think he's in, I think he is in the parts and service room. I don't know if it's like very like all the others have to be gone, but if you flash the parts and service room, you can see him stood there and he's sort of slumped over a bit, like he's not sat down, but he's like stood up and sort of like I mean, he looks a bit lifeless. But yeah, no, if you do he does look pretty not too far off, but I think it is a pretty good design. I mean, he looks. I mean, the original Foxy was a good design to begin with, so I mean, like, improving upon that, I mean, you can see he's got the broken ear, and, I can't remember exactly, I think his stomach's been done in a bit as well.
Yeah, there's, like, massive holes. And
Yeah. So, I'm not sure, what are your thoughts?
I mean, personally, I'd say B, just because I don't think he's as noticeable as the other two weirded animatronics.
Yeah.
He's a lot more low-key and, like, similar to Freddy, they're still kind of similar to the original.
Yeah.
But Chica and Bonnie are like almost completely different to the original ones.
Yeah, they are definitely. Yeah, no, I respect that. I can definitely work with that. All right, next we got Golden Freddy, but obviously in the second game, and this is where, well, I mean, this picture's a lot better than the other one. This is where like of the second time we see him, and where he has more of an actual gameplay relevance. Like obviously he appears in your office, you put the mask on. If he's down the corridor, don't shine your light down it, otherwise you die. And he actually has like more of a proper jump scare this time. It doesn't just crash a game. So So what are your thoughts? I mean, he's not too far off the original one. I mean, the original one is like a lot shinier. This one's a lot more broken down. You can see the wires coming out of his eyes and stuff like that. So what are you thinking?
I mean, I don't really know. I guess lore-wise, they would have the same relevance because they're the same, and gameplay-wise, it's more interesting going up
Yeah.
against him.
Yeah.
But then again, it's not as terrifying and mysterious as the first one, so I don't know.
Yeah,
What do you think?
exactly. I think, like the design is good, but I think just for like, I mean, you know, it's not as unexpected now because we've already seen him before. You know what I mean? Like we sort of have an idea of
Yeah,
what he's
that's
about.
true. That kind of element of surprise.
Yeah,
kind of does
exactly.
away
So
with it.
I reckon for that he's probably going to go an A. Like just because, I mean, you know what I mean? I reckon even though the design for this one is better, just for lore and like shock value, I think the first one is probably better from the first game. All right, now we're on to even more secret animatronics. We got Shadow Bonnie here, which can very rarely appear in your office and obviously black
A
out
very, very rare
everything.
chance.
And
I've quite a bit of nostalgia with him because I think I made like a top 5 or top 10 fun facts about Shadow Pony or something. I still remember making that video.
yeah, no, I remember we used to make videos like that back in the day. I remember I had one for like Golden Freddy. I used to use like PowerPoints.
Yeah, that's why I used.
But yeah, no. I think Shadow Bonnie. I mean, I think he's a pretty cool secret character to be honest. I
I
mean,
think it's pretty cool.
I've never got it myself. I mean, I have no idea how rare some of these characters are because I've never personally experienced any of them. I don't think.
Yeah, and I played FNAF 2 quite a bit.
Yeah, same. So what are you thinking? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I mean, he's the first. Like, well, not the first. I guess Golden Freddy was the first, but he's like the second like secret character to actually have like impact on gameplay because he like blacks everything out when he appears in your office. I'm pretty sure he does, unless that's just Ultimate Custom Night. But I'm pretty sure he does.
I think that's just Ultimate Custom Night.
Okay.
I don't remember.
In that case, then he just appears and
I'm
stands.
pretty sure he just appears, and I think when you put your camera up, he like disappears.
Yeah.
I don't know if he has actual. He definitely doesn't crash your game. I don't feel.
Yeah. No, he doesn't crash your game. Definitely not. No. Yeah.
I'd say probably B just because the way I remember, I don't think he actually does anything. Just stands there. For, like,
Yeah. Yeah. No. That. Yeah. I definitely I rate that. Now we have Shadow Freddy. This one is interesting because I think this might be even rarer than Shadow Bonnie. I don't know if you know this. Well, I mean, you probably do to be fair. But the only way you can see him is I'm pretty sure if all the withered animatronics have left the parts and service camp, and only very rarely, if you check that camera, he'll be sat there like
oh
slumped
yeah,
down.
yeah.
Yeah, and I think if you look at him for too long, he does crash your game. Like your game just closes down. So we were just going to rank Nightmare Bonnie. Okay, so in terms of Nightmare Bonnie,
I really like him personally.
yeah, no, I think he's got a really cool design. I mean, I like the double-setted teeth. You know what I mean? Like he's obviously got the pair here, and he's got the one there, like the endoskeleton. I'm assuming. But yeah, no, I think it is a pretty cool design. I do really like it. Although, ooh, I think there are some. I mean, FNAF 4 has some really good designs. I mean, like
That's the thing. It's hard to rank them. There's so many good ones.
it is, yeah. Like I reckon Nightmare Bonnie is. I reckon he'd probably be. I think I think I like him more than Nightmare Freddy.
I like him more, but I think putting him in A would be
Yeah, yeah. No,
drastic.
I think B. He can sit in B. I think I like that.
He's a high B. High B.
Yeah. Nightmare Chica, I think is probably like I really like Nightmare Chica.
Yeah,
in this
I love
game.
the cupcake as well. You can't forget that one.
Yeah, the cupcake.
The nightmare cupcake.
I like the different eyes as well. I mean, there's there's obviously like not. I think in one of the teasers she had like a blue and red. Yeah, look, she's got like the different coloured eyes. I like that. And just like I don't know, she seems like so much more menacing than all than these two. You know what I mean? I
The
reckon.
jump scare is probably the best one.
Yeah, definitely. I think for me personally, I think she's above these two. I reckon A tier for me personally.
So man, usually the Chica models get a lot of love to them, like the withered one, the original one, this one.
Oh yeah, that's true.
They're done right.
I've said yeah, no, Chica just seem to be done pretty well. I mean, even Toy Chica's in B here. I mean, like yeah, these Chica designs are pretty spot on. Yeah. Now we got Nightmare Foxy, And I remember in the teaser when Foxy originally had that really long tongue, like
Oh yeah, that would have been a lot more
yeah,
terrifying
that would have been amazing.
if
But
that was kept.
wasn't it like I swear Scott wasn't able to like code it properly or make it look good in game, so he just got rid of it, which is
Mm.
unfortunate. But yeah, I think Nightmare Foxy as a whole looks pretty good. I mean, I think he sort of like he fits in with like the rest of these. I feel like, you know what I mean. Like
I
I
think it's solid. I like the break and the action when you have to go to the closet and check him out.
yeah, yeah. And then also the way that if you're quick enough, like you can go a whole night without him even entering in, like
Mm.
getting in, because he obviously attacks from the doors and he gets in when you're not looking. So
Yeah.
if you're quick enough, you're able to stop him from getting in the whole night, which is good. But but yeah, I think he slots in just there for me. I think he's it's good design,
I think it's a good place.
good place. Yeah. Now I think Nightmare Fredbear. I don't know about you, but I think Nightmare Fredbear is such a good design. I think he is like I think he is probably my favorite Nightmare design. Like in terms of like the bulky designs for the nightmares, I think he is probably the best one. I mean, Fredbear is literally. I mean, he's pretty much like the antagonist of that game, considering he literally
Exactly.
is like what. Well, I mean, obviously, you know, it's not exactly his fault that a kid got thrown in his mouth, but he literally chomped down.
His whole stomach is a mouth, and like that was even I swear in Rowan that was interpreted in there as a little nod back to Nightmare Fred there.
Oh yeah, there's the.
Glamrock Freddy had like a
Yeah, he
mouth.
did. Yeah,
Um,
he had like the. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I
I think
think.
the design is really nice.
Yeah, I think.
I swear he's got that huge, like his whole jawline is huge, like kind of nodding back to the Bio of '87.
Yeah, no, it is. It's massive. I mean, look, there's like he's huge. It's like he has so many sets of teeth. I mean, and he's like the whole boss fight. I mean, the whole of Night 5 is just against this guy. I mean, like, me personally, I think he's got to go in S. I think he's such
It
a
has to
good
be done
design.
right.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely deserves to be there. Now, Nightmare is pretty much. I mean, I don't want to call him a reskin because he's not exactly. He's not the exact same. He is pretty similar. Don't get me wrong, but he's kind of strange. Like he sort of like fits into like the same box as the Night Marion for me. Like he's really strange, and his jump scare isn't like exactly normal. Like it's
Yeah,
obviously it's like, you know, just the still PNG image with like the sound in the background, and then you just
yeah.
get kicked out. Um, and his skin is like slightly translucent as well. It doesn't really do a good job of it here. But when you see him, it's like I don't know how to explain. It's like you
Wait,
can see
is there
through.
is there a jump scare in FNAF 4 when there's like a jaws coming down at you, like the teeth closing in, or is that Ultimate
That's
Custom Night?
Ultimate Custom Night. That's
Yeah.
Nightmare Chica and UCN. Yeah.
Uh,
But yeah, no, it's kind of strange, and I think um, what I mean you know, there's the whole thing going around recently about, well, I don't know if you've seen it, but there's like the Mimic, and it's like
oh yeah,
the new
right,
thing,
yeah.
and it makes me sort of think like was I mean, I'm not here to like start any theory. It's completely
I'm
wrong.
gonna
But
go
like,
FNAF love video.
yeah, but but the way it is, like the way you can like see through like his you know what I mean? Like I don't know, like his outer. I don't want to call it like an outer shell because that sounds stupid. You know, but you know what I mean? Like you obviously can't see through this, but like
Hmm.
it's more like see through, and
He's a very weird character.
it
Very
seems like
interesting.
yeah. It sort of makes me reminds me of the Mimic. You know what I mean? Like the way he's like. I don't know how to explain it properly, but yeah, I think he's a really good character, but I think he sits in. I think he sits in A for me. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like,
I'd say that's fair.
okay, now we got Plus Trap. I mean, you only experience him like after every night with the little bumper Plus Trap mini game.
It's a solid mini game. I think like, his design's pretty good as well.
Yeah, I
And considering we're playing as a kid, you know, it makes sense that even like this tiny animatronic will still like absolutely tear us apart.
exactly. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I think he's good, but I wouldn't go crazy. You know what I mean? I think he sits like right in the middle. You know what I mean? B tier. I
Mm,
think just in the
BT is
just,
good.
you know,
Yeah.
because right in the middle. What? That's not exactly right in the middle. There's not really a middle. You know what? In that case, I'm not actually sure. I feel like I might just put him down to C because I don't know if he's. But then again, I don't think he's. I don't think he's should be sat in the same tier as these phantoms. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I think. No, I think B is fair. I think B
I
is fair.
think B is good. Yeah.
Alright, okay. Now we move on to... Well, these characters have been said that they aren't canon. So, obviously, they're a part of the Halloween
The Halloween,
update.
yeah,
Yeah,
Halloween
for
update.
FNAF 4. But I think they're pretty sick designs, I
Yeah, I
can't
think
lie.
they were really good.
I think that this Bonnie design is insane. I mean, like, that looks
Yeah,
super
whoever
nice.
designed that went crazy with that one.
It definitely. I think... You know, I think... I mean, he has literally no story relevance because he isn't canon at all.
Yeah.
But keeping that aside, like, just the design, I think for me, he's got to sit an ace here. I think that
Canon.
is such a cool design. I mean, he's even got the glowing teeth. Like, that's so cool. That is so cool. Figgy Chica, Jacko Chica. I think, for me personally, I think she's knocked down a little bit by. I think B. I think she can sit in B. I think Jacko Bonnie just has a bit of an edge. I mean, he's got the glowing teeth. You know what I mean? He just looks a bit more glowy. And I rate that.
I do prefer Chica's original Nightmare design to the Jacko one.
Yeah, and to be fair, it looks pretty much... It looks... Well, it's not exactly a reskin, but they look pretty similar, don't they? So, it just looks like it's changed. Like, this Bonnie design, I mean... I guess it's still... It looks a bit more different, you know what I mean? Like, it looks like there's been...
Yeah.
But yeah, no, definitely, yeah. Alright, now we have Nightmare Mangle, and I think this is... I think this is another really good design. I mean, I personally do really like it, but I don't know. What do you think? What do you think?
I don't know. I'd say probably B tier as well. I do like it a lot.
Yeah.
Even though once again, no canon relevance and
Yeah, exactly.
just part of the DLC.
Yeah. Okay, completely get that. Okay, now we got Nightmare on, but the only problem that I have here is this is I'm pretty sure that is the ultimate custom night design, and not the original one. So if that's the case, right?
Where is the original one?
It's not on here.
Oh.
Because if this is... I don't... Like, the UCN one looks ever so slightly different. And I think it pegs it down a little bit. I think the original one looks better. If it was the original, I would say S tier immediately. Because I mean, Nightmare on is my favourite character in the franchise. I mean...
I'm looking at Nightmare on right now from the 4th game. And...
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, there's like... He looks happy here. I don't know how to explain it. He looks like he's like smiling. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, dude, the original one looks terrifying. Like in the hallway when you flash them.
Oh yeah.
Terrifying.
But this UCN one, I don't know. Like, if they had the original one, I would have like I said, I would have put him in S tier. But I don't think he quite gets into S tier just because this is the UCN design. I don't know. I'm not the. To be fair, I'm not huge on the design. Like, I'm not. I think it's cool, but I think the original is like a million times better.
Yeah, definitely better.
It has like, I mean, I don't know how to explain. It just has like UCN look. You know what I mean? Like all the the UCN characters have like that sort of like, they kind of look similar. You know what I mean? Like the way they're designed. I think. I don't know. I think honestly, for me, I think he's probably C. I don't know if that's a bit low, but I don't know if it quite breaks B. I think it kind of sits here.
That picture does not do it justice whatsoever.
Definitely not. Yeah, I think it sits there just fine. Now, something that is very similar. I'm pretty sure that the version from FNAF 4 is like looks different than this as well. Like, I'm pretty sure that.
Is it just me? It literally looks like that Nightmare Mario. They look like new and shiny. If you know what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
The other FNAF 4 ones literally look like proper nightmares, and these are just, I don't know.
It's just, it's sort of
look
like...
Look how grimy the other ones look compared to these.
Exactly. It's because the UCN designs are like, they all look pretty like polished. You know what I mean? Like, pretty clean. I don't know. I don't know. I think he looks too shiny to be scary for me. You know what I mean? Like, The original, like, Nightmare BB, I'm pretty sure that he doesn't look exactly like this. I'm pretty certain he looks a bit different. He doesn't look exactly like this. The original one is, I'm pretty sure, a bit more... Well, I don't know. But, I don't know. I think he sits in C for me as well. I mean, I'm not huge in this design.
I just remember the hands being terrifying. Like, he's got these lanky hands with claws.
Yeah, big lanky hands, yeah. But,
I don't know. I think he looks... Looks a little bit like Goofy when he's up close.
Yeah, yeah, no, he does. He does look a bit goofy. I mean, even though he's got like those razor teeth, you know what I mean? He just, I don't know.
Yeah, I can still outrun him, so it's calm. He's got tiny legs.
Yeah, exactly. All right, now we got some FNAF world designs here. I mean, this Endo guy, like, you hardly see him. I mean, you see it like you buy armor from him. He's just a blue Endo. I think enough said. I don't think he's bad enough to go in with Balloon Boy. I mean, that'd be pretty dreadful. But yeah, I think he just sits there. And I can't lie. I feel like DD. I think this is DD. I'm certain this is DD. It's got to be.
Put her on F. Put her on F.
Yeah, no. Yeah, definitely can sit there. All right, now we got Lolbit. Now, if we're not talking about, because this is obviously sister location now. If we're not talking about the custom night, Lolbit is a secret character because I'm pretty sure like there's a chance that
you have to like put in certain things, don't you?
I can't remember, but I know at some point you know when you're in that area where you can like look to the left and right and there are the windows to like the fun time like or you can go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you know there's like the mask at the top. Like I think it's the oh what's his mask? I've forgotten his name now, but it's this mask that's on the wall a majority of the time. There's a chance that the Lolbit mask can be there, and I'm pretty sure that when you're going through the Funtime Auditorium, where you have to like flash your beacon, and there's Funtime Foxy there, I'm pretty certain that there's a very rare chance that you can see Lolbit instead. So I'm not sure. I mean, they look pretty similar to Funtime Foxy. They just look a bit. I don't know, but if we're including the custom night, they do actually have a mechanic, which is just to type LOL on your keyboard to make them go away. I'm pretty sure, anyways. They're also in custom UCN, but I don't know. I mean, I think it's a pretty alright design. You know what I mean? It's nothing special.
Yeah, and in UCL, I swear they're pretty like used to. I don't know. Do you even like see them? I think you just see like that. Like,
yeah, the fake standby.
Thing.
Yeah. So you see, I mean, I think they're pretty alright, but nothing special. I think C. Now we got Baby. I think
I'd say A probably. Pretty.
I can agree with that.
It's just the location. They're the protagonists, you know. So
definitely, yeah. And it was obviously a new animatronic at the time, and we'd seen nothing about her beforehand. And it was definitely all revolving around her. You can definitely tell from the trailer and everything like that. I mean, the way that she's like revealed last for the sister location thing.
You play as her in like all the mini games as well.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. That mini game is really annoying to get down.
Yeah.
But especially doing that on
the
console.
music slaps though. So.
Yeah, music slaps. Yeah, me and the boys bop into that music. All right, now we move into Ballora.
Mate, Ballora, when she's got her face open, has got to be like hands down the best in her sister location. I'd say.
Yeah.
Absolutely terrifying jump scare.
It definitely, yeah. Like the purple eyes as well, because obviously has her eyes closed, doesn't she? But when she opens up the mask,
U-Phoria as well. I think she's a really cool character, personally.
Yeah, I think she's really cool as well. I reckon. What are your thoughts? I reckon she can sit in A.
Yeah, she can sit next to you, baby.
All right, nice. Now we got Funtime Freddy, and we got his. Separate beast. He's got his little hand puppet there as well. I don't know. I think Funtime Foxy. You know, I think he's alright. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's fine.
I think it's fine. I think B is fine. I think that's reasonable. I mean, you know, he's cool. He pretty much is just. Yeah, he's pretty standard for fun times. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like it's got the white and the purple, and yeah, he's solid. Now we have Funtime Foxy, and
So it's pretty similar to Freddy.
yeah, they are pretty similar. I mean, they both follow pretty much the same design philosophy.
But once again, when you're walking through the auditorium, you have to flash or whatever. I found that terrifying. First time playing it.
Yeah, no. God. That as a whole made me. That night, I remember night 3. It just gives me PTSD because obviously the night afterwards is night 4, and you know, I'm not exactly the biggest fan of night 4 in sister location. You know,
the more I talk about this location, the more I want to make my own video on it, which will probably come out at some point.
Yeah, bro's
a lot to talk about.
Bro's gonna pull an and make an hour-long video on why he doesn't like the game.
No, he'll be an hour on why I do like the game. I think he's.
Oh really?
Very strong. Yeah.
Oh nice. Oh okay, fair enough. Um,
This is very different than every other FNAF game.
yeah, definitely. I mean, it doesn't follow. It's completely different. I mean, it doesn't follow like the usual the night
If you to
standards.
tell me that was like a fan game, I'd definitely believe you.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Um,
Alright, what character's next?
we got Yendo now.
Yendo.
This is another secret character. Well,
Trash character.
well, we're not including the custom night. He's a secret character. No. I was wrong. I was wrong. You know how I said the Funtime Auditorium? When you're going
Yeah.
through the bit. When you flash, it's a chance you see Yendo, not Lolbit. There's a chance you see Yendo, and then that's it. And in the custom night, he sort of acts as got a Golden Freddy. He appears, and you have to put your.
I'm not a fan of his design,
Yeah,
personally.
I mean, he literally just looks like Freddy. If he didn't have his, if it was just like an endoskeleton made completely like out of just wires. You know what I mean? Like, I'll rate that. Now we got Biddy Bab. I mean, I don't know. He's. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if this is it, to be
Pretty
honest.
annoying. The jump scares trash as well.
Yeah, I mean, the only time they actually have any sort of gameplay threat to you is
When you close the draw thing.
yeah, exactly. I think it's night. Is it night 1? No, it's
Yeah,
night
it's
2.
night two.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they can sit in F tier, to be honest. I'm noticing a trend. We're not liking the small characters.
Yes, yeah. But then again, that's just Scott doing them dirty, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that's facts. All right. Now this is. They're just a redesign of Biddy Bab, except they're called Electro Babs. I mean, they're the same thing. Just they only appear in Custom Night. Just put them there. All right. Now we got the mini arenas. You know, as much as I don't think they genuinely deserve to be here, for Night 4 you're going in F tier. I don't like you.
Super annoying.
Just-
Even in the thingy as well, when you can do like the custom nights in this location, they're so annoying. They just like go onto your screen and they just stay there. Really
yeah,
annoying.
I think they do that in UCN as well. They're a secret character in UCN. They just cover your screen. Yeah. That is that. They can stay there. Yeah, I hate you. Now we have I forgot his name.
Yeah, my boy Ennard, probably the
Ennard.
second most iconic character from Sister Location.
Yeah, I mean he's iconic. I mean the way he's able to I mean he's literally he's like every animatronic. I mean he's literally like the amalgamation of like all of them. Well, we're not including the Blob just yet, but
Yeah.
I mean obviously like the way he's and obviously that's the whole story thing. You get scooped, obviously, you know what I mean. He's able to walk free. But his design as a whole, I mean, he is pretty much just like some big janky endo with the the mask and the clown nose. What are your thoughts? Because I mean, you said that they are. I mean, they are a pretty iconic character from this location. But what are your thoughts? Like, where do you think they rank?
I'd probably say A, because I do like the fact there's a whole night dedicated to them. When you're inside of the little office section, you have to 6 a.m.
Yeah.
And like I feel like because you kind of connect, just like Baby, you know, you kind of connected to the character.
Yeah.
Directly playing only against them. And obviously in the other parts, like if you're doing maintenance on Freddy, you get it wrong. It's not Freddy who jump scares you anymore. It's him instead. I think that's a nice touch.
Yeah. Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah, no, I think I can work with that. I think, honestly, I get what you mean, but in terms of the design, I'm not exactly huge on it, but I would probably say B, but I can compromise at A. I mean, I understand what you're saying.
The original design, I wouldn't say it's anything too special. I'm just thinking of someone like the fan-made Ennard designs. They are absolutely terrifying, like the VHS ones.
Yeah, I was about to mention that. I forgot what it's called, but have you seen that one where it's, he's like some mega machine, you know what I mean? He's unstoppable, and he's got like human teeth. Like that is so weird. Like, and the way that, I think that VHS series is so good. Like, but yeah, no, okay, yeah, no, I can compromise. A definitely works. Now we got this hand puppet, that goes with Funtime Freddy.
D maybe.
Yeah, yeah. I think,
not too much to talk about. Just
and then
a little gimmick.
Yeah, and then this is literally it's literally just a reskin. You know, you can go in the same place. Okay, now we are on to okay. Yeah, we have we have a load to cover here. This is all
Yeah,
pizza
we
sim.
got one or two. We got one or two.
This is all pizza sim. Grab baby. Now, I think in terms of I think the design is pretty cool. I mean, she's got the like some massive claw, if I'm correct.
Oh, yeah, it does.
And she's also the first character that you like proper character that you actually see in Pizza Sim, because obviously you know when you start off, it's
Oh yeah, like the introduction.
yeah, exactly, and then you know, the mini game bugs out, and then this is literally the first thing that you
Yeah,
see.
that was absolutely terrifying. I'm telling you, the first time.
Yeah, definitely. I think it is. I think Scrap Baby's good design. I think I'd quite happily sit here an A, to be honest.
Yes.
It's a cool design. The massive claw is pretty insane as well. First character you see. I think for all that, I think it's got to be A tier. I rate that.
Definitely.
Now we got Molten Freddy. My man is proper jacked up. I mean, he's literally a bunch of like wires and like a Freddy mask, and I don't know. What do you think?
I'd say probably B tier.
Yeah,
Because as you said, like bro is proper jacked up. Like he got jumped or something. Like he's not in a good state.
yeah,
Only has
exactly.
like one little glowing eye.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I can work with that. Alright, cool. Okay, alright.
The big
This
forward man.
this is the biggest downgrade in FNAF history. Okay, tell me how you go from this to this.
To be fair, I don't know what Skull was thinking when he was designing, bro. Like,
Yeah,
look
bro.
at the forehead, it's huge.
He's got a massive
The goofy eyes facing the wrong way. Got the
the
two front
eyes,
teeth.
bro. What happens? Like,
What happened with the teeth, bro? They're like a rabbit now. They got two front teeth. Like
yeah,
that's it. On the front row. Like what the hell happened?
bro took the Bugs Bunny design. I mean,
Exactly. Like
like what is going on here? I'm sorry. Okay, alright. I'm sorry. Right. Okay. But
if you got jump scared by that, you'd laugh. Like you wouldn't be scared.
yeah, it's just I just don't. I he looks so cartoony. You know what I mean?
Know.
You know how like all these look like they look like.
Realistic. Like he doesn't follow trend.
But
Like in
what is
anything else.
this? Like actually, what is this? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's like some meme animatronic man.
It is. Yeah, it looks like a joke. It literally looks like a joke animatronic. I mean, I'm sorry, mate, but like, how the hell do you get a character from S tier and then
I don't know, dude. God.
make
No.
this? Oh my! It's an absolute joke. Biggest downgrade in history.
You know, UCL out here, goddamn downgrading the characters.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. All right. Okay. So now we have Lefty. Now, Lefty has some pretty significant story relevance, if I remember correctly, because his entire reason that he was designed was to trap the puppet. Because if you look at his design, or certain pictures of him, you can see the arms of the puppet like inside of him, like his suit. And I think the reason he was created was to lure the puppet and like trap it within to try and release its soul or something like that. I think, pretty sure. But as a design, I mean, he's pretty solid. He's pretty solid, to be fair. I think he you know, in a way, I guess he sort of, I mean, he sort of reminds me a bit of the original like Freddy. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he's I mean he's pretty solid. I mean he's got story relevance. I think we can slap him in A.
Definitely.
I think A is calm. Lefty can go there. Okay, now we have literal like a literal balloon. I mean,
I'd say put Trash in the Gang F, maybe.
yeah. I mean,
There's nothing
bucket
to
head.
talk about.
And bro, it's a literal basket. Just a basket. That's
made in MS Paint in like 1 second.
Yeah. All right. Now we got Candy Cadet. Now Candy
Cadet, I rate my boy, to be honest.
Cadet is interesting because he tells
because
him...
he is the storyteller, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
and
bro is the one at the campfire telling the stories.
And I don't really know if this is a spoiler, so I'm just gonna say spoiler warning. But Candy Cadet actually does appear in Ruin, right near the end.
It's an interesting story as well, nine times.
Yeah, he does. I don't know how they actually relate to the story as a whole.
But
Like,
it does.
does it?
Do you know the story?
Well, I know that there's one of them about like some kids in the forest, and then there's like some monster, but the mother's like, oh, he won't ever get to you or something like that.
Basically, the end of it is the monster figures out because the mother tells the same story over and over again. Monster ends up figuring out what the mother's saying and perfectly imitates it. So the boy lets out the monster because the boy thinks it's the mum. And
Yeah.
Gregory is being imitated by the mimic. So you see the link there. It's like right.
Oh yeah, it's literally the mimic. Oh my god,
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't
like
know that.
foreshadowing it.
I actually didn't know that. Wow. No, that makes sense because I remember when what is it? Pizza Sim originally came out. I remember well, at least I saw Matt Pat's video on it, and he was trying to figure out where Candy Cadet fits into the story, and he was like, the story he tells doesn't really like seem to fit in anywhere, but like that all links together now, because obviously if it does actually like end up imitating it, that is literally the mimic. Oh my god.
That's literally the story of Ruin, though, because like the basement is the basement in Ruin. The mimic is the monster, and the mother is supposed to be Gregory.
Oh my god. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Yeah, Candy Cadet's got to go in A. I mean, just for that alone. I mean, I reckon Candy Cadet is wow.
Look down upon.
Yeah, no, really. Oh my god. Yeah, that makes sense why he's in Ruin. I'm gonna have to put like a massive spoiler warning before all of that, just in
Yeah.
case anyone hasn't seen Ruin, and I'll tell them to go to this point of the video to skip spoilers. But yeah, we're putting Candy Cadet at A tier because of some
Well,
story.
definitely, the whole Ruin experience will just be ruined in those like,
Yeah.
1 minute.
Yeah, literally. All right, okay. Moving on, we have Helpy now, and he pretty much is Fun Time Freddy, but he's just small. But you know, I'm gonna put some respect on Helpy's name. I reckon
Yeah, he's in Ruin as well, isn't he? He's like the little helpy.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is actually. Yeah. I reckon he belongs to B and C. I reckon D or F is a bit harsh. I reckon.
Yeah, I like his design as well.
Yeah, he's cool. He's
Pretty
cool. And he throws shapes on when you're in Pizza Sim and you're in the tycoon section and you're like buying stuff. My man is throwing shapes on the side, so, so I rate that from him. All right, now we're on to the set of characters that I genuinely have no idea how they fit into the story. Like, do they have story relevance? They surely
No,
have to, right?
I think they literally put in just so make the roster a lot bigger.
Yeah.
Because obviously they make up a decent amount.
Yeah. Yeah, I have no idea. Okay, all right. So this is a literal frog. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's just me, right? I know it's like, I guess you could say it's unique, but
I'm not a big fan.
It looks kind of goofy. You know, it's like a flat face. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they all
Yeah.
sort of have, like they've got obviously the bottom half of their jaw, and then they've got like the head. At the top. You know what I mean? Like
Their designs are just like so goofy.
It's just flat. I mean, like, okay, all right. I don't know if this is harsh, but I'm gonna put it in D. Okay.
Hippo A. Listen, put him in A, but hear me out, okay? When this man jump scares you,
yeah.
watch a video of like the stuff he says.
No,
And it's like
I've
he's got some really interesting jump scares.
I've had it happen to me multiple times because I've put him on before when I've been doing UCN, right? And I thought I always thought, like, I remember one time I was playing, right, and what was I going? Was I going for like 6K or something like that? And I had him and the rest of all of these on, and I thought I had them entrapped in the snare, right, on the vents. So I was like, okay, cool, they're all dealt with. I don't need to worry about them anymore. Turns out later on, I get jump scared by him, and I'm like, oh, for God's sakes, because I have to sit through the whole thing. I have to sit through it, the whole thing, and then and yeah, so yeah, okay, fine, we'll put him in A tier for that. This guy, I don't, you know what? I've just realised, what is this guy's name? Because he sort of reminds me of like a cleaner version of. Do you remember that one boss from FNAF World? It's the big pig, Pork Patch.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just realised, what is this guy's name? Because if he's called Pork Patch, it's literally the exact same character. Well, I mean, I'm probably thinking like there probably is no relevance between them whatsoever. But yeah, this guy, I can't lie. I think they all. I mean, Ned Bear. Look at my man. I mean, like, bro.
Yeah, my boy is messed up. Like he's seen some stuff.
Yeah, or we can go there. Now these guys, right? The way I kind of see these is it's like, well, I mean, at least these two, right? They look like how the toy animatronics should have been. You know what I mean? Like, They just look like the cleaner versions of the toy animatronics. I don't know if I'm the only one seeing that. Like, they just look... They're the Rockstar ones. They just look cleaner. So, for me, I reckon these guys have to go above them. I reckon B. Well, these two, I reckon. I think they look calm. Although, actually, I think Freddy does. Does Body look odd to you? He looks strange, right?
I don't like the fact his like the bit about like bit below his nose is way too big. I think.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah. That's yeah. Look, that's so unnecessary. You know what? No, for that you're going in C, mate. But this Chica design, I'm not really sure what to think about it.
I don't like it personally.
She looks like she has some chunky ass cheeks. Like her face looks like too wide. You know what I mean? Like she has a small head, but it's wide.
It's really weird, but at the same time, it's like not creepy whatsoever.
Yeah, it just looks. Okay. Now Rockstar Foxy.
I think he looks really similar to just the normal one, doesn't he?
Well, he looks more cleaned up.
Yeah, just like the clean version of the original.
Yeah. I don't know. I reckon I actually don't mind, to be fair. I reckon I'm thinking B unless you have any.
No, that's good.
Okay. Now, Music Man. I mean, this guy is. I mean, his design is. I think is actually terrifying. I mean, look at this.
The white dots in the middle.
Yeah, and bro has like that huge jaw. I think the only thing that lets him down is his jump scare in UCN is terrible. It's a PNG shaking around. Like, that's literally it. There's no animation, I'm pretty sure.
That's terrible.
It's literally just a shaking PNG.
I like the mechanic though for Music Man.
Yeah, definitely. I personally do really. Me personally, I reckon Music Man can sit in A. I mean, I think that's a pretty good design. I mean, my man is like a spider as well. Have you seen his legs? He's got
like 6 legs.
Yeah, it's really weird. Yeah, but I think he can sit in A. I think that's fine. L Chip, just for those ads, mate. I'm sorry, mate. You can go to B. Okay, Rock. Is this Fun Time Chica? I'm pretty sure.
I think it is. Yeah, I say whip her in D. All she does is like flash around and like.
Yo, you need to be careful what you're saying there. God damn.
No.
Okay, all right. I have no. I know this is meant to be Fredbear, but I don't know which. Like, just the classic Fredbear, I assume. I don't know why he couldn't just get, you know.
Yeah, that's a really weird image.
But Fredbear as a whole, it's a pretty iconic character. I think.
Hey.
A, yeah, I think.
Yeah, whip my boy in A.
Yeah. Oh, my man. All right, now. Well, I mean, we've only got two more characters from. But this is Help Wanted. We have some Help Wanted characters. So we have Glitch Trap here. Oh no, I mean Glitch Trap has a lot of story relevance.
Yeah, I don't know about the design. It's more funny to me than.
It's kind of goofy, like
like their eyes are so far apart.
Yeah, it looks derpy as anything. I mean, like, I don't know. I feel like C tiers that I don't know if this is. I would say C tier, but C tier. I don't know if this is just me being too harsh, but I feel like that's even a bit generous. Like,
yeah.
we'll put. I'm gonna put him in D. Story relevant. Actually, no, just for story relevance, I think C. Story relevance brings Glitch Trap up. Otherwise, the design just isn't it for me. Alright, now we have Dreadbear. This is like, I mean, he has no story relevance. This is.
Yeah, I've never seen him.
Have you not? He's a part of the Curse of Dreadbear DLC that comes with Help Wanted.
Well, I don't know if that's just a bad picture, but just from that, he looks pretty terrible. I don't know.
Oh no, yeah, sorry, this isn't. I don't know if this is Dreadbear or like Fredenstein or whatever the hell they call him. Like he's yeah. I don't know.
Look good.
I reckon D tier. He can sit there. Alright, I think now we're on to security breach. Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Okay, now I think some of these are interesting. Some of these designs overall look pretty clean, but some of them are not the best. You know what, actually, before we get through all these, right? These guys somehow they're part of the trash gang. I think.
Yeah.
Let's just put them there quickly. And okay, all right. So now we have Wait, what are these designs called? I forgot. Are they called?
Glamrock.
Glamrock. Yep, of course. I forgot that. Okay, we got Glamrock Freddy. What are your thoughts on this?
I think A tier, just because I think for being the main helper and everything, I kind of think they nailed his design.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think it's yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, he's pretty
Well,
clean, and
pretty good.
he's not exactly meant to be scary. I mean, he's quite literally a
Yeah, exactly.
companion throughout
He's
the
like
game.
yeah.
So yeah, I rate that. You know, I can. A is good. A is good. Right, now we got Glamrock Chica.
To be fair, I don't think any of the Glamrock designs are bad necessarily.
Yeah,
I
no,
think
neither. I don't think any of them look like any of the Glamrocks look bad. No, I think they all do look pretty solid. You know what I mean?
hmm. I'd
Chica's.
say maybe B. Yeah, or Chica.
Yeah, Chica can sit in B. Okay, now, some people are gonna have some interesting opinions
Yeah,
for
I, I
some
wonder why.
for some differing reasons.
Some low reasons.
You know what? Just to you know what we're gonna do, right?
Oh, it
Okay.
depends. If you use Reddit, she's gonna be ranked higher. Like
Wait.
that's
Okay,
the
right.
first problem.
Right. Okay. So okay. Um, just so just to you know what I mean. Okay. We're gonna do this right, and we're just gonna move on. We're gonna talk anymore. And people can decide for themselves why we put them there. Okay. Nothing more said. Nothing.
Oh, what was that? What was that kind of video? That's weird. All right. So we
Yeah.
got
Okay. Right.
Monty.
Yeah.
No.
We got Montgomery Gator. Here in new inclusion. I mean, along with actually, I don't remember the other. Sorry, who were we just ranking? Can't remember. Okay, yeah, no, it's the new character added in Security Breach. So, what are your thoughts on Big Boy Monty? I mean, he's pretty beefy.
Yeah, I'll say my boy goes into B. I'd say. I do like the inclusion. He gets like his half of his limbs torn down, and he's just like skating around the place.
Yeah. Oh no! I just remembered. So I think we're gonna have to put him into A, and I'm gonna say two words, and I think you're gonna agree with me. Giga Monty.
Oh yeah, nah, that's too good.
A tier.
The goated power security breach.
Yeah. Thank you, Astral Smith, for introducing that to me. Alright, now we now we got another character that some people might rank highly, but because
Well, Thingy isn't on here, but I guess she's not an animatronic, Vanessa.
yeah, no, she isn't.
You know, she'd be an SNS. But anyway, talking about Vanny.
Yeah, okay, yeah. What are your thoughts generally? Because
I think, in a professional opinion, I think she's, you know, not looking at Reddit or whatever. All right. Aside from that, I think she is wasted potential. Right? She could have been so much more in Security Breach, like not the DLC. She
oh
could
yeah,
have been so much more if people who wrote it tried a little bit harder.
definitely. I mean,
In the trailers, even then, she had way bigger of a role than she did
yeah,
in the actual game.
yeah. It feels like she was hardly in the game. It felt like she hardly had any relevance.
And like my girl got done. My boy, my girl, they got done dirty. I think.
Yeah, they did. But as a design as a whole, I think they're pretty solid. I mean, from what I'm aware, they're like the only character like in game to actually. Well, I'm pretty sure. Anyways, she wields like a knife, doesn't she? I don't know if she does it in the game.
She doesn't in the game, or else
Oh.
it'd be higher rated. But
Yeah.
she didn't.
What do you think then? What are your thoughts?
I mean, I would put her in A. It's just, don't know. She could have been so much better.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with you there. I think just for that, we'll stick her in B. All right, now we're on to Sun and Moon. You know something that I find weird, right? I feel like the design for Sun, I know they're literally the same character, but the design for Sun, I think like looking at it, like actually looks creepier than the one for Moon. Like those eyes, bro. Like
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm surprised that's not the other way around. Well, I guess the red eyes, but like,
yeah, I know there's the red eyes, but I think the only thing that makes Moon creepier is because obviously the environment you encounter him in. Like
when the lights are turned off.
yeah, I think that whole section of Security Breach was pretty. I mean, I preferred it the first time I played it. Like the second time around wasn't as it didn't hit as much, but I do think that I think they should both go together. I think they're both pretty good designs. I can't lie. I'm thinking to put them both in A, to be honest. I think they're pretty good.
Yeah, I'd say both in A.
That's solid. I'll rate that. All right.
Music, man.
But yeah, this
DJ.
is DJ music, man. This is the absolutely huge one.
Say A or B, just because I quite like that section in the arcade.
Yeah. It can get a bit annoying sometimes. Like the amount of times I've gone through, switched all the levers, and then I just got killed, so I
Yeah,
had to
it
do it
can be
right from the
really
beginning.
glitchy at that point.
Yeah,
That's when the animatronics are like at their worst, when they just like spawn next to you and just murk you.
yeah, I'm happy they didn't do that in Ruin. Jesus
Mm.
Christ, that was a horrible gameplay gimmick. I can't lie. But yeah, I can deal with A. I mean, he's a big boy, and
He is.
he loves his music, and
I
he's
think caught a lot of people off guard when he was like going around the place.
yeah, and he's chilling after you complete that section. He's just by his little thing, and he's just jamming out.
He's just vibing there.
Yeah, I rate that. Now we got the mini music man. This is the guy that appears in the vents whenever you go to. I mean, in certain vents when you're going through them.
I'd say nothing special like C or B.
Yeah, yeah. I think
You only have them for like 15-second long sections. After that, they just like scurry away.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I can rate that. I can rate that. And plus, right, I know that like we're a little kid, right? But tell me he couldn't just kick their life out of this thing.
No,
I mean,
bro.
like he's not exactly big, is he? I mean, literally, you couldn't.
Like even compared to the vent, they're tiny.
Like, your foot is probably bigger than him. Like, just kick him. Like, but yeah, okay. Now we're on to the Blob. This is a really interesting one because he's not necessarily like he's a really weird character, and he literally is I mean he's just a massive blob of wires and masks, and like he's sort of like I guess he's sort of a bit like Ennard, but like even like more extreme. Like he is the amalgamation of everything, like all the animatronics, and I don't know. I'm
No,
not.
I honestly don't know. What do you think?
I'm not exactly entirely sure his story relevance, but I don't know. It's just a huge blob of wires, and I don't know. I think that.
The thing is, he was annoying in like the boss fight in Security Breach.
Oh my god!
Cause
Yeah,
like you get like a millimeter close, bro, and you're done.
yeah, that's it.
Like,
Dead.
I hated that.
Ends up covering the whole field. That boss fight was so annoying. I don't know why I put myself through that, to be honest. Like I actually don't know why. But
Once again, the blob kind of wasted potential in a way.
yeah. I mean, he's only appeared in Security Breach. I don't know if he's turned up in the books, but God forsake the books. Oh my God, those I remember seeing a video once where you know Fiznom.
Yeah.
He took he done like a drinking game where he watched every single map pack video, right? Like FNAF Theory, from like the first to the very last, right? And every single time he said the word book, he had to take a shot and skip the video, and he couldn't do it. He said he didn't have enough. Like he, and past that point, he's hated the word book in the FNAF franchise. so for Fiznom's sake, yeah, I don't know. I think I'll just put him in C because I'm not really too aware of his story relevance, and he literally his only appearance, like I said, unless he's in the books, is that one section in Security Breach, and he appears for like, if you're quick enough, you can see him for like 2 seconds in Ruin. Like you're walking down a set of stairs.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
it's like an
I've
open window.
that,
You
yeah.
can you see the Funtime Freddy mask, and then it disappears, and you never see him
Then he
again.
just dips.
So I don't know. I think C's fair. I mean, that's fine. Now we're on to Burn Trap. The thing is, right, I feel like this picture does it more justice than it actually looks like in game. Like he doesn't look this good in game. He's not as bad as this. That is dreadful. That is actually shocking. But I feel like he's. I don't know. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on Burn Trap?
I think. I'm not like the full, just by this picture alone, it looks pretty cool, but the full model, I'm honestly not a big fan of. Like the rest of their body is pretty terribly designed, but
Yeah, and
the way they walk is really weird as well.
yeah, and the fact that his whole boss fight, like you don't actually, it's not really a boss fight against him. It's
Yeah, you just see him through some cameras that are like 2 frames per second, so yeah, you can't really see much.
yeah. Also, why the hell, right, in a boss fight where you're trying to get to murk this guy, right? Why is the blob trying to take you out? Because
I have no idea.
because right.
Because the blob takes him out at the end.
Yeah. So what? Aren't you on the same team? Like, like isn't this like friendly fire? Like what's going on here? Like
I don't even know.
I don't understand. I don't know. But I don't know. I feel like D would be a bit too far down. I think C is.
I think C. Yes, fair place.
C's fine. Okay, and now the final we have Mapbot. Okay. Mapbot goes S tier. We love Mapbot.
I mean, always there for you. Always got the maps.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and yeah, no, Mapbot is the goat. We love Mapbot. Okay, so now this is our,
here we go, guys. The full
tier list.
catalog. I'm honestly very happy with it. I think.
Yeah, I think you know, not to be biased in any way, but I think we have pretty based opinions when it comes to.
We gave credit where credit is due. We put the trash ones where they belong.
Yeah,
the
that's
apple design and stuff like that.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
But yeah, great tier list.
Yeah, this is great. Well, this was really fun. Well, it's been nice talking about all these FNAF characters. Thank you for coming on to do this video, and
No
yeah,
problem, man. Common interest and basic. That's what we do here.
Yeah, no, definitely, of course. Maybe we'll do another tier list one day. What's the outro Lucas usually does? It's like, he's like, wait, sorry, it's like, okay, so the video that's appearing on your screen right now is actually on Five Nights at Freddys 3, and why it is the weakest in the franchise, along with a few other videos. So if you're interested in watching that, then click on that now.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Alright, okay, yeah, well, in a bit, boys. Thank you for watching.